Good morning, afternoon or evening. Today I've got a replay of a match I had against Cyber in the EASE 1v1 tournament. That was a few weeks ago. It's still being live streamed over on World War Selection's channel, so I do recommend you check that out. And the link to their server will be in the description so you can see any future tournaments they hold. So you can see I scout all of my coastline over here, find the fish pools, but alligators and alligators and tigers are obviously in the way. I find my iron, which is relatively far away from my spawn, and the first mistake I do here is build my base quite long, because I wanted to protect this building area here and the fish. I probably could have just built my temple here and centralized my defense a bit more, but I ended up building it here, as you can see, resulting in my towers not being able to reach everything, which really does hurt me later on in the game. So, just starting to scout Cyber's base, and as you can see, he did what I should have done, and he's got his first wood line here, enough wood to last him quite a while, and protecting this resources here rather than spreading out, protecting a little bit of everything. You can see I've got a small army of I think 15 slingers. If I can click on them, there you go, 13 slingers. And Cyber's only just getting his slingers up, so if I had attacked I might have been able to do some early damage, but I don't think I would have succeeded, unfortunately. So here I am. I've got my food economy going up, I've got the population upgrades going, and at this point I have 42 workers, so a bit less than I would have liked, and Cyber has 50 workers, so he's got 8 workers more, which is a very good amount, and I assume it makes a difference later on. But you can see I'm just trying to stabilize my economy. I just did the population upgrade, so my food is now rising. Quite inefficient, but here I should have built a warehouse. But I did secure this copper deposit for myself, even if I did stretch my base out like this. So you can see a small attack is going this way, and a much larger attack is going this way. Cyber really does show how to attack someone's base very well. So you can see I tried to get control of this wood line because I didn't get much control on this one, unlike Cyber. And I get enough workers on that. I keep making workers. So now I'm at 51 workers and Cyber is at 52. So I've caught up to him, but you can see that we've got a similar economy. On food is a bit different, but he's already got himself much further ahead than me, and the first attack comes in now. So you can see he attacks this side, and obviously there's a little tiny gap in my house wall, so I chase him out while leaving some of my army here to defend against another attack, which is right here. And a massive mistake on my part, I didn't micro these iron workers, so you can see that he manages to kill all of my iron workers with just a few slingers, and I don't even notice until later. And that's why I admit that I've lost basically at this point. I'm down to about 45 workers and he's at 50, so that attack cut off about 10 workers of mine. You see there's a few more dying over here. And I'm still making workers while he is already Iron Age and building a nice big army of heavy spears. So he's constantly attacking me and keeping the pressure on while I attempt to get a few towers up, hide my workers next time for the next attack. My economy is a bit more stable than his because I'm not making a huge army right now like he is. He's got a pretty good sized army of spears. I did start getting some fishing in both seas, and because I thought he was going to go stables, I set up some anti-horse defences. Some very cheap walls just to defend against horses, because every time I'm playing against Cyber he always uses Europe Horsemen. So I push up here, try to do a tower push at the same time as he attacks me with heavy spears, and I end up losing a few workers there and most of my army, which you can see doesn't really do very much to the heavy spears, because Europe heavy spears are very powerful. So you can see I've got my small army of archers and slingers, which manages to fend off his heavy spearmen, but with quite heavy losses. But I think that's a good trade-off for me. All that cost me was food, and for him that cost him, I think, iron as well. Yeah, iron, wood and food. But you can see his economy is doing a lot better than mine. And he's already Western medieval with houses and all sorts, while I'm struggling. I've just got to East Europe and I'm struggling to make an army. So again, the two-pronged attack, a small diversion force, and then the main army here, going straight into my undefended houses, while my army is out here. Bit of miss micro there. He loses his some of his army there, and I should have left more at my base. As you can see, the swordsmen, even at normal speed, absolutely destroy these houses while I try tower push. But you can see I killed quite a few of his swordsmen, but he's obviously come out on top here. I'm already below my population, so I can't make units or workers. So my economy is basically frozen for now, while his economy is stable, and he just inflicted severe damage on me. And of course he's West Europe, so he's going to spam onagers, which is still OP, at least I think. But I managed to clear out the last few of his swordsmen here, after he cuts away half my housing. And from now on, it's a fight to get wood. As you can see, I've only got how many workers here? About 42 workers, and he is at 76. So his economy is relatively large compared to mine. But the cheesy tactics are on their way. My workers here are trying to find where his territory is. So here, he can't see the north part of this lake, so I'm going to build some docks and try some cheesy strats there. You can see this water is all connected, so maybe I can pull something off. It was my last desperate attempt to win, because at this point I've got no wood at all, not even enough to make a farm, to make like wheat. So still recovering from the houses. And you can see here Cyber's got onagers, pikemen and longbowmen, while my economy is only just picking up and I'm making siege ships. First I need to research them. But yeah, you can see how my small army of about 34 archers and slingers is now facing off quite a large medieval army. And as expected, it does not go very well. The pikemen themselves managed to just tank all the shots and kill half my archers with the support of the archers here, while my first siege ships are only just getting built, and I continue with house construction. So you can see I evacuate this wood line and go up here while he's destroying down here, but he overextends his onagers and I managed to use my 18 archers here to pick off the majority of them. So he's only got one left, and you can see his wood economy is struggling heavily. He's building too many things at once, while I'm slowly building my economy up while building masses of archers and siege ships. You can see that he's well established. I haven't been able to raid his economy even once yet, so it's just a desperate fight at this point. the hope of holding on long enough for my siege ships to get there. I make a beeline for his onagers again, and I almost kill one. Unfortunately, I don't quite get there. I lose all my archers here, and I just start fighting in these really long-ranged battles. At the same time, I send 6 siege ships when, in reality, I should have waited for twice that amount. You'll see why in just a second. So you can see they're on the way now. There's a bit of issues along there. And I managed to get it to his town hall, and I'm shooting the tower for some magic reason, which I shouldn't have done. And I can't destroy him. I should have waited for more. As you can see, my last ditch attempt absolutely failed terribly. So I keep making siege ships later on, but for now I focus on defending myself, which, as you can see, there isn't much chance of that anymore. The catapults come out to try to push back these towers, but realistically there's not much else I can do at this point. Even my food economy is starting to struggle from all these archers. The catapults are basically, I think they're just wood, so yeah, the catapults are good. I keep making siege ships, trying to cause havoc here, but as you can see, his economy is completely fine, unlike mine. And just to flex, he builds trebuchets and sieges me down slowly. As you can see, I'm just dedicating myself to repairing. So my last ditch attempt to snipe his town hall, but there's no chance. He already knows. He's been watching it carefully, and he's about to destroy my town hall. You can see my workers are really dedicated to out repairing him. I've got a few workers here, and then the game ends. So the moral of this game is, if you're going to commit to a cheesy strat like that, make sure you commit fully and get a lot. And of course he goes Germany, just to show off, even with the great economy. So a good match against Cyber, and that's the end of the match. So thank you everyone for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.